What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today.
This is Jeopardy!
Alex, I'm gonna go with overrated all-time greats for 1,000, please.
Answer. Daily Double.
Answer is, I lack accountability and am always primed with built-in excuses for myself, by myself, or through the media for all of my failures, bad performances, and inadequacies. No matter how much help I have, I always need more help. Who is LeBron James? Thank you for stepping in. Folks, right on cue, the LeMedia strikes again. Take a look at this video, and then after we'll discuss it.
Won a championship with LeBron. This is just uncharacteristic what we're seeing from him. This is one of the worst shooting stretches we've seen in his career. Is there enough left in the tank for him to keep carrying this Lakers team?
Well, he's not supposed to be carrying this team, and there's a lot of statistics that are going around showing the usage rate of Anthony Davis during the early 10-4 stretch, and then the usage rate of LeBron. They've kind of flip-flopped during this stretch. But when I look at LeBron, you look at the start of the season, he was in full defer mode, You look at the amount of triple-doubles that he was hitting, a career-high consecutive triple-doubles. So we have that, and then a couple weeks later, we have an individual that is struggling to shoot because the usage rate is so high. If you're talking about, and really the only person that you can compare it to at this point in time is Kareem. When Kareem was at this age, he had Magic Johnson, he had James Worthy, he had Byron Scott. He had a much more talented team around him. LeBron James needs help. That is the end of it. Does he need to take a break? Yes, he needs to take a break, but I think more so to extend his longevity, to extend his greatness to a potential run, he can't be doing this much this early in the season.
That's my question, right? Should he be playing all 82 games?
Hell no. Hell no. Absolutely not, under no circumstance. He's also coming off an Olympics where he was the best, most important player. Maybe not the highest scorer, but we know his importance to that squad. So he comes off a grueling USA schedule into a season where he starts playing every single game and not taking a break. That is going to wear out the best of players, let alone one that is 39, about to turn 40.
Kendrick Perkins is here with us as well.
Finally.
Perk, you played alongside LeBron. Well, what do you think? Should he be playing? Should he be taking on this load of 82 games?
Well, first of all, hey, Malika. Hey,
Good morning.
Richard. Nice to see you guys. Okay, I miss y'all. Yeah, good afternoon. And hell no, he shouldn't have been playing. He shouldn't have played last night. But guess what? They had no choice but to play him because they don't have the personnel around him and Anthony Davis to help them win games. So he has to have the ball in his hands. He has to be the point guard of this team. That's why he's leading this team in assists and being a playmaker, because who can you trust? You damn sure can't trust casual D'Angelo Russell to be the decision maker. We don't know what Austin Reeves on the night tonight.
I cannot listen to these idiots anymore. I was about to vomit. Did you just watch? Did you just listen to the same thing I did? First of all, shout out to my girl, Catherine, because she always reminds me that the excuses are going to come for LeBron James. She always reminds me that they're going to say he needs more help. If I ever in my life, for some reason, would ever forget that for a split second, she will remind me. And she did recently. And sure enough, I get wind of this. Shout out to Cap. Right on cue. LeBron James doesn't have enough help. He doesn't have the right tools in the toolkit to get the job done. His Batman utility belt is lacking, right? It's funny how before the season starts, these same people talking right now, for example, are some of the ones that are talking about how great the Lakers roster is, how deep the roster is. The Lakers are going to be a top seed in the Western Conference. We do this dance every effing year, people. Every year. Now all of a sudden, these guys aren't adequate enough, right? All of a sudden, they never look at him. He is never the problem. Even when all the statistics, these are all statistics people too. They'll be the first ones to smack you in the face with LeBron's stats when it fits their argument. Now, the stats are glaringly telling us LeBron James is a major problem for the Los Angeles Lakers right now and hurting the team. And like I said in a recent video, they will turn a blind eye and point to everybody else. It's crazy to me how you can look at this and say he's not the problem. I don't give a damn what it is. Tired, fatigued, just sucking, just straight up garbage, just not playing well enough. Whatever built-in excuse to another built-in excuse you want, you cannot sit here in your goddamn chair at that table on your network and act like he is not the problem. Really? It's the team's fault again. I don't understand how players like D'Lo will continue to re-sign, pick up player options, whatever, and continue to play with this guy as much as you get thrown under the bus and ran over and blamed for everything. It's crazy to me how players like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, for example, get labeled as players for long stretches of their career that, they didn't make anybody better. They couldn't make teammates better, which is absolute BS. Meanwhile, you got Chuckle Nuts over here who isn't making anybody better, who hasn't been making players better for quite some time now, doesn't impact the game like he used to. And now I'm even starting to question how much did he really impact the game, right? He always makes people better around him. What happened to this narrative? No matter who you put around him, he could take him to the finals, right? He can make anybody a contender. LeBron James can take a box of crayons and use condoms to the NBA finals, right? What? Right? Come on, people. Well, why can't he do that? Why is it, even in the man's prime, why is it that the players are always getting traded? The players are always not good enough. They're not enough help, despite the narrative being that they were prior to things going south. But then he gets them shipped off, and he's supposed to be the guy that can make everybody better. He's supposed to be the guy that can take anybody far into the playoffs regardless of who they are. But he keeps trading them away. I thought he can make them better. Make it make sense. People, make it make sense.
Chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. Hi.
Thank you, Mr. Ventura. It doesn't make any sense. Dude, I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore. You got Anthony Davis, the guy who at the beginning of the season, people were saying was the MVP frontrunner. Saying that Anthony Davis is either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, top 5 player in the NBA. You got that guy on your team. A top defensive player, an offensive weapon, and Anthony Davis. You got Hillbilly Kobe on your team. Austin Reeves. You got D'Angelo Russell. You got Rui. You got Dalton Knecht. You got Christian Wood. You got Gabe Vincent. You got Vanderbilt. You got Reddish. These are all players that many teams would love to have on their supporting cast. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And you don't have enough? When the season started, right here on this channel, I praised LeBron James for how he played, especially that first 1 or 2 games. He took a major step back and he let everybody else do their thing. Let everybody else play to their strengths. And I told y'all, we'll see if he can keep this up. Because I've seen him do it in small bits and pieces over the previous years, but he can't help himself. He has to be the guy with all the stats. He has to be the guy. As much as he might do it on an interview, Anthony Davis is our guy. We go as far as Anthony Davis can take us. Yeah, action speaks louder than words, asshole. The minute Anthony Davis' praise was going up there and he was getting the touches and he was the clear best player, leader on that team, even for people that might have been trying to hold on to you, can look at this and say, no, it's clearly Anthony Davis. You started trying to rack up triple doubles. To be like, oh yeah, well, hold up, LeBron James is averaging a triple-double. He's still the best player on the Lakers. My mistake. I see what you're doing, doggy. That's why you push D'Lo to the bench. Because you had to be the point guard. You had to get all those assists up to make those triple-doubles come in. You couldn't have D'Lo running point guard. Come on, man. This is stupid. You got D'Angelo Russell. I've seen what that kid could do when you let him do his thing. When you step out of the way a bit. Let a point guard be a point guard. Let the kid facilitate. Let him run some screen action. Some rolls with Anthony Davis. Whatever. Now all of a sudden, you ain't good enough. Huh? Not enough. Help my ass. Kiss my black ass. It doesn't matter who you put around this guy. It doesn't matter. Do you understand how hard it is to play with LeBron James? No matter what your position is, because he tries to put his hand in every cookie jar, every position, for the sake of his statistics, huh? Do you understand how hard that is? Being someone with talent, and now you're being relegated to being a spot-up shooter all the time, not getting to do your point guard duties, not getting to be the shooting guard that you were told you were going to be, not being able to have the ball in your hand more and create. If you're somebody with creative skills, you're not going to be able to do that with LeBron James. You always have to change your game because this guy has to be the guy. He has to be the system, the system. For as great as everybody says he is, I don't even know if this guy can change his game to play in the basketball system. I've seen Michael Jordan do it. I've seen Kobe Bryant do it. I've seen them be the guy at times when the offense had to go through them a lot and break the triangle. And I've seen them play within the triangle. Sacrifice their stats so that everybody can play in the system and be a bigger part in it. But I've never seen him do that. For as great as he is and his amazing basketball IQ, I don't even know if he can do that. As far as what I've seen, he only knows how to play basketball one way, his way. He's never had to sacrifice his numbers like other greats have. And that's why his numbers are the number one thing pushing him in this media fabricated GOAT debate, because that's the only thing he has to lean on. If this guy actually had to sacrifice his game for the betterment of the team, for a longer duration of his career, I promise you these numbers wouldn't look like what they do. And he might even have less championships, depending on his ability to adapt. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Whenever I see LeBron James in clutch and the team is losing and they go into their Barney bag of excuses, this is what I hear from them.
What I'm trying to say is,
We need your help!
It's Bugs Bunny, man. It's Bugs Bunny. It's Bugs Bunny. It's Looney Tunes. Crazy. That's all I got to say about it. No, actually, there's a lot more I got to say about it, but I'm not trying to make this a 30-minute video. You get the message. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified. And Catherine, thank you for always reminding me if I ever forget. We out, baby.